right, here we go. Charleston White, welcome back to VladTV.
We got some shit to talk about.
We got some things to talk about, man. People thought this wouldn't happen a second time.
Yeah.
You know, my repeat guest is back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Well, there's a lot to talk about, but we have to talk about the video that just dropped today. The Pooh Shiesty, Gucci Mane situation with a guy with a gun where they're basically forcing him to say that he's no longer signed in 1017.
Shit, oh, shit. You dropping this dumb deal.
Bro, let them know
It's a done deal.
Bro, it's a done deal. Let them know you dropping me,
I
bro.
drop you.
No, say it.
Who Shiesty dropping 1017?
Shout out to real nigga. Ain't never did no police shit or none of that, bro. Tell them what's going on.
Bro, we just did that. That's done.
What you do?
You drop. You said you want to be dropped, you drop.
You signed the paper and
I
it's
signed the paper,
everything.
it's done.
I can't believe someone actually pulled out a camera and filmed that.
He was instructed by the boss to do it. He said, yeah, they say he wanted that recorded.
Right.
Yes. So I remember it probably been about 10 years ago. I remember law enforcement coming before the world and said that social media have become the #1 tool for law enforcement for making arrests and solving crimes. He goes down in history as the biggest crash out ever.
Pooh Shiesty.
Yeah. He goes down in history. He had the world at his fingertips. Knowledge and information. I don't know what. Well, let me stop saying that. Because you and I are law-abiding citizens. So
Correct.
we don't look at crime and say that's logical.
No.
So I don't know what he could have been thinking about in prison. I don't know who he could have been talking to as big homies, as unks. And I don't know what his dad was thinking to think that you can record this and it's gonna be legally binding.
Yeah, the fact that there is someone in the shop brandishing a weapon,
Yeah.
at least have that guy out the video. At least don't have that guy on video. Have him sit to the side somewhere. So at least you could say, what gun? I don't know. But the fact that the guy with the gun is actually on video and
Blocking the door.
you hear Gucci, yeah, by the door. And Gucci's like, I already said it. Yeah, you out of the contract.
And then
okay.
one guy saying, you're not going nowhere.
Right.
False imprisonment, kidnapping.
That's kidnapping.
Yeah.
That's another charge.
Only for you to continue to say, ain't. It's like, even in that video, he's still looking for validation and affirmation from somebody. Ain't got no fuck shit on his name, ain't never done no police shit, but you're recording a crime.
Your own crime.
I've done that once before, Vlad.
Really?
Yeah.
I have not.
You know what? I was sitting in my house one day, arguing with a guy online, and the guy said that he was coming down to the classic lady to come see me.
Okay.
I'm just playing though. But online, I go live and say, yeah, nigga, I'll meet you down there. I'm on my way. And I get my guns. And I'm recording myself live the whole way. Say, yeah, nigga, I'm taking all the excuses away from the jury. Nigga, yeah, we finna die today. But I'm just trolling online. Well, when I get there, the guy shows up.
Oh, okay.
I'm still alive. I duck down behind the fence. I look at the camera with the gun pointing out like that. And 2 days later, I was in jail for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon.
Oh, wow.
From the video, I uploaded on Facebook. I ended up beating the charges.
Did he press charges?
He didn't have to. I recorded myself. He didn't have to press charges. I recorded myself doing it. Pointing the gun. I'm aiming the gun. Now, they can't see what I'm aiming at, but I done gave the whole detailed description.
Right.
And then came back online and me and him argued for 2 more days until I went to jail. Ended up beating it. But I say that to say this. You get caught in the matrix when you live in the matrix. I recorded myself pretending to mace a cat. Shot water on the cat. I recorded myself doing that.
Yeah, you got arrested for that.
Guess what my lawyer told me? Charleston, you gave him the evidence. Man, I ain't maced the cat, but you said you did. Man, I'm just bullshitting. But you said it. It's a self-confession. We had to fight to beat that shit.
Huh.
I beat it.
How much did it cost you?
That and the 2 aggravated assaults, well over $100,000.
There you go.
Well over $100,000.
There you go. And you know what would happen if you had a public defender? You'd be in jail right now.
Yeah.
This would be over a jail phone.
My confession. I did it. Anything you say can and will be used against you, but to record this, homie, they not doing this for to go to court and say, hey, they doing this to show other people we did this to him. All this was recorded to show other people, look how we got this bitch ass nigga. Because that's why that's why he kind of chastening him. All I can say is, this is the street nigga I've been looking for. Pooh Shiesty is the street nigga I've been looking for. Crash out. You can't make sense of being in the streets. Why? Because street guys live by morals and principles that sometimes they have to crash out based on morals and principles. We want Gucci to crash out for the ones that, but not as logical people. The ones that once was in the streets and now thinking logic, we give Gucci a pass. Man, well, he's a CEO now. That's a 13-year-old kid. What's the difference? That's a 13-year-old kid that think they know the streets, but don't know the streets. Give him a pass. Let him tell too.
Yeah, I don't think that Pooh Shiesty's getting out of this one.
I don't think Dad's them getting out of this, because you see Dad in the shadow in the back in half of the video.
Right.
It's conspiracy. If anything, it's a conspiracy to commit.
Right. And I guess they found the actual contract, and the contract basically says that I give Pooh Shiesty everything and I get nothing, ever. It's like one of these very clearly not a good contract for someone to sign.
Now Gucci probably own everything.
Yeah.
Forever.
Yeah, I think Glorilla got a new song with Pooh Shiesty out. That's going to Gucci's pockets right now.
Yeah.
She probably said, look, he probably not getting out. Let's just drop it.
He gonna be a real nigga with life sentence. That's all we want, is to be a real nigga. And I think the fans is gonna be satisfied.
Do you think he'll get life for something like this? I don't think so.
I think his arrogance, I think his bravado-ness, I think so. I think the amount of time he get might as well be life. But a gun in the picture, it's the feds, kidnapping, relevant conduct. You got violence before this. Yeah. Hires, yeah.
Right. And you're with the ankle monitor the whole time.
And we got you cheating the system. Fucking the lady.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think he admitted to being high.
No, felon. We got you failed drug test.
Yeah.
And you extended, so you cheated our system, which caused us to have to terminate one of our workers so you can go commit a violent crime. I say they set an example out of him like they did Larry Hoover and Jeff Fort.
Wow. Okay.
I say because why? Now they're saying this guy have 100 soldiers, disposable soldiers. We showing you the text message where he can send a call out. I say he go to ADX after this. They breaking him. He's too cocky. He's too arrogant. When you listen to the FDO song he made getting out of there, when you listen to the mother on the intro, when you look at the father involved in the crime, it's what they do to this family.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it is what it is at this point.
Hold on. Not with an off-duty police officer outside the door.
Right.
The bravado-ness and the brazenness of this is what's gonna make them go up there rather than down here with sentencing.
Right. So I guess the off-duty officer that was with Gucci wrote a letter to the court saying that he feels his life is in danger if Pooh Shiesty is released. Some of the evidence they've also said, to the court was that he is a gang leader with over 100 members. I guess
these two known shooters that he's done.
Known shooters. I guess he's like texting saying, I need some certified, guys down here.
And they answer the call just like that.
They answer the call. There's just a lot of really bad stuff in terms of him ever getting out.
So let me take you back to a letter he wrote home 2 years ago. He identified and said he the new Larry Hoover. In a letter he wrote home, he said, I'm like Larry Hoover down here. He keep bragging about his influence. Scoop. Yeah, he going to ADX.
Yeah. Well, who do you think is a bigger crash out? Pooh Shiesty or Mystical?
Mystical.
Yeah.
No, Pooh Shiesty the bigger crash out. Mystical got a sickness.
Drug problem.
Sexual deviancy problem.
Right.
Just the surface of details that was said in the court transcripts and in the police reports. Man, who? Yeah, he was praying, making receipt. Yeah, he was going religious. He was doing it was pretty sick. Praying with him, making him pray, confess, and before he rape him. So yeah,
Right. Well, he was high off of God knows what.
it's still a sexual deviancy.
No,
somewhere.
I get it. I'm not saying that's an
Pooh
excuse.
Shiesty was high.
Yeah.
Yeah, he high. He high off everything too.
High off everything.
Yeah. Now Mystical on some more shit. I think he need to be studied.
Well, here's the thing. I interviewed Mystical, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago
When
or
he
so.
first got out the second time.
Right. So he went in the first time. And I guess the story with this, very similar to what we kind of see with Pooh Shiesty. I guess some woman that worked for him, like a housekeeper or something, stole some money.
20,000 or something.
Yeah, out of his safe. So I guess he,
held her hostage.
held her hostage. And I guess like made her give oral sex to, him and whoever else. And he filmed it. And they found the video. So he had to plead out before that video was played to the jury.
Yeah.
Right. So he went to jail, I think, for like 6 years. Got out, had another rape charge that he beat.
He beat, yeah.
And then this happens.
Yeah. Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Right. And the plea deal that he took, I looked into this, is 20 years with no possibility of early release.
He shouldn't be released. 3
Right.
back-to-back sexual assaults.
Right. He's 55. That means he'll get out at 75 if he lives that long.
He'll do it again.
At 75?
He'll do it again.
Possibly.
Oh.
Yeah.
There's probably more victims in along the path.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't get that. Back to back.
Yeah, man, listen, I love his music. He was a cool dude when I interviewed him. I have no problems with Mystical.
Or if you listen to them lyrics, he giving you some hints in them goddamn lyrics. Shit, he giving you a bunch of he giving you some hints in them songs and them ad libs. Yeah.
Shake your ass. Very aggressive.
Say, man.
Show me what you're working
when
with.
he say what he do, yeah. He's very creative in painting sexual lyrics. Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, well, I hope he doesn't get a cellmate that wants him to do the song in person.
If
Show me what you're working with, Mystical.
Well, here's the thing.
Shake your ass.
If you're in prison for that, somebody's coming for you for that. Because that's the stigma that comes with being a rapist or a pedophile.
Okay, so let me ask you a question, because I had Elisa Decon here the other day. And he said that it's not really going to matter who Mystical is, celebrity-wise or whatever, with a charge like that.
No, I won't.
Because one day, there's going to be someone who just hates rapists. Or someone's going to wake up and get a phone call because their sister or mom got raped. They want to take it out on somebody.
A child molester, a rapist in prison, that's another sentence.
It's Mystical, though. The only thing they'll
They
kind of
don't,
give
we
him,
don't give a fuck.
he's not going to get a pass named Mystical.
That you
well, he's already done a rape sentence. Already.
Man,
This is like his third rape. The second one they dropped, the first one he's convicted for.
It depends on where you at. And not even just where you at. It depends on how that day going for somebody.
You know why most guys in prisons have a strong disdain for rapists?
Why?
Most of them have been raped
Oh,
or molested at some point in their life.
I did not think of this.
When you look at guys that have a lot of violence in their background, those are guys who come from sexual molestation background. When you study this and you look at this, most guys in prison at some point have masked most of their life pain and trauma with violence and aggressions and anger, where that was tackling hard on a football field, because this is what's been a trauma to them. It wasn't until I started working doing criminal defense mitigation specialist and getting the CPS files and the cases to try to help save a guy who done committed 4 murders and now he's facing the death penalty and now he want to spare his life and now he'll admit to being molested. So there's a lot of cases like that. So that's why, because, so it don't matter who you are in there. Child molestation, rape, or any crime that's perceived in the eyes of the wolves to be preying on the weak, when most of them are in prison for preying on the weak.
Right. Well, I don't know if you've been following this, but the Keefe case is moving along. And what happened was he tried to get the book that he wrote taken out of evidence.
In interviews, I saw the interviews too.
Right. But what happened was the judge just ruled on this. She actually name dropped VladTV.
The Art of Dialogue.
Right. And the Art of Dialogue. But in this particular case, VladTV got mentioned because I did his first real interview. And at the end of the interview, he, put the book. This is my book. This is all me.
And then
if you want to know the real deal, from someone who's really there, go ahead and buy it and so forth. They literally quoted this.
It's clear that Mr. Davis adopted the statements therein as his own through publication, promotion, and subsequent ratification. In his interview with VladTV, he promotes this book as his book. He encourages people to buy it to get the real truth and not from the law enforcement or industry people. He also repeatedly says it's something like the whole truth of the situation. I really find there is no legal argument to exclude the book.
And I think at the end he said, come on, Puffy. Like he was still looking to get paid for. You just asked questions. He told a story.
Look, people like to say that my interviews, put black men in jail. This is the only case that I know of where something from my interview is part of the trial. Everything else is just people making up shit. But this right here is legitimately going to be used in this case.
He had federal immunity. He didn't have state immunity.
Listen, I don't know. He approached me, right? We talked, me, him, and his co-writer, and I said, are you willing to talk about what's in the book? He said yes. I said, okay.
He smiled and openly talked about it.
The book was already on Amazon at the time that we did the interview.
He gave great details. He really, he gave the whole account. Every detail to the look on their face, to how the body movement. He gave great details. I watched him. I watched every interview because I'm a Tupac fan.
Right.
I couldn't believe nobody didn't like Tupac for them to do that. But to hear him and see him, he almost thumbed his nose up at them. And then at times he even shot at Puffy. Hey, and then I ain't get the rest of my money. Yeah, so yeah.
Look, when people ask me why he did the interview, what I tell them is that before the interview, Greg Kading had leaked some of the, audio of him confessing to the whole situation. And I guess everyone back home was calling him a snitch and talking shit about him and so forth. And I feel like he wanted to clear his name.
And make some money.
And make some money.
And get the limelight. Because you get to man, I watch these guys. They relive the moments. It's just like a victim of a crime. When you take them back to that moment, that time, that space, and that place, they relive it. Their voice gets so. I watch these guys, eyes light up and tell these stories, reliving it. No ounce of remorse. And there's a cockiness, as if you've gotten away. Yeah.
What do you think will happen with Keefe?
Man, no matter what they give him, he die in prison.
Yeah.
He's already old.
He's in his 60s.
Oh, he Paul can't get to the grandkids. He's grayer than we've ever seen him before. He's becoming feeble, and he still got to fight. At his age and his health condition, he's still in there got to fight. Why? He ain't walked away from the image. He still was projecting the image here as if he can still do the damage that he did to Tupac today.
Well, he got into a fight with someone in the jail.
In jail.
Yeah, and he got sent to, I think, the state prison for that particular situation.
Yeah.
But there's going to be a lot of,
I
mean, look, because this is a state case, there's going to be a lot of Tupac fans in the state.
Yeah. I done bumped into a few King Von fans in the county jail, just in the holdover.
Yeah.
But now, from observing people who've taken lives, from studying and talking to older guys who went to war, people who've taken lives don't like to talk about it. For one, they don't want to dig up them old ghosts. It's a family member, it's something, it's a ghost out there, nigga, that's affected by what you done. So most people want to leave it where it be and go on, except the ones that want the light. I came and got the light acting like I was a street nigga, killer, this, that, and I ain't never done none of it. I just wanted the light. Why? I know there's nothing in the past, I know there's nothing in my closet that'll hurt me in this light. If you got skeletons and ghosts of the past, stay out the light talking if you ain't preaching. But you can't come relive it with a smile on your face and reap a reward for it from telling it. and think you get to walk away with no consequences for the hurt and harm you've caused.
Well, I think since our last interview, that's when the BTB Savage happened. Not in between this interview, but the years that passed between our two interviews. Were you familiar with that whole situation?
Not really.
Yeah, this was a tough one. So I interviewed this guy, BTB Savage, young dude, early 20s. And he talked about a situation where he met up with a guy at a spot and the guy tried to rob him. A fight happened over the gun and him and his girlfriend managed to get the gun and kill the guy. I had a home invasion situation where I thought I'd kill the guy and, I managed to get away and he ended up surviving. So I'm very empathetic to situations like this, right? I believe that you should be able to protect your home, and if someone tries to go into your home and harm you, you have the right to kill that person, right? So we did the interview and, he was somewhat braggadocious in the interview, right? He was kind of flossing and talking about it and so forth. But, I felt this was, this was his story. I'm not going to get in the way of his story. So we put it out. Story, the video came out, it started getting numbers and so forth. And then, we're going to blur it out, of course. But he then posted this picture on Twitter.
I saw that.
And later that day,
I saw that.
He was shot and killed.
I saw that.
Later that day. Did the interview contribute to whoever did it? And apparently a 40-year-old man has been charged with the murder.
One of them uncles, one of them family member that's my. It's some family members out there that's like this. And they not young, they old. The pain and their rationale, they can justify this. And they rationale, they can justify this.
Yeah. Very sad, man. It really made me sad, man. Because I felt that I had some level of contribution to this, but who would have known? Like who would have known that this was going to be the result?
Oh, you don't know what's in a man's heart when you ask the question.
Yeah.
For the most part, the average man got remorse. If for nothing else, man, your family. Man, if for nothing else, man, I pray for his family.
Yeah.
Why? They ain't got nothing to do with none of this. So in all man, it's some good even in bad. You can't be all the way bad. You can't and expect anything out of life good. So even same with the same guy that the nigga that the All-Star kid. It's the bragging that gets you.
All-Star JR.
Yeah, so homie, it's the
right. He was on the way to do a VladTV interview.
Man,
when that happened.
Man, it's the bragging.
By the way, people thought that he was flying in and, I had the feds arrest him at the airport. It was actually in Detroit. It was a remote interview. We were waiting, we had booked the studio. He was on his way to the studio. We had no idea what was happening. He didn't show up. And then finally, we found out later that day he got picked up by the feds. But, I spoke to him earlier that day. He felt like it was a self-defense situation. But, when you see some of the details, things are very gray area.
Whenever you're a criminal or you've been submerged in the criminal elements of society, even when you try to do right, you're going to do something criminal because you have a criminal mind. So in the process of him self-defending himself, what did he do? He wiped the gun down. Then he stood over him.
He went back and stood
over.
Come
on, all criminal. Then you just all criminal mind. So It makes sense out of your impulse.
Yeah.
Because this is not logic thinking. This is not rational thinking. This is impulsive behavior that you're accustomed to acting out of.
Yeah, so, almost like the Suge Knight situation. If Suge Knight was a little old white lady who just got beat up in her car and killed someone trying to escape, I don't think any jury in the world would have convicted her. But it's Suge Knight. It's Suge Knight. He backed up, ran over him again, they ended up killing his friend.
And showed up there to confront.
On some bullshit.
So you showed up knowing that there's a possibility. So it's hard for the irrational, impulsive, emotionally responsive black man to win anywhere in society. He got to be able to think on his feet.
Well, but it's not just about black men, because look at the Chud the Builder situation.
He dealing with black people. So Chud got to be a nigga. Chud got to be black dealing with us. Why? He been dealing with blacks for then.
Chud got to be black.
He got to be black dealing with us. Chud got to be black. Chud, why? What you hear? He been hanging with black people before.
So
now.
are you saying that Chud gets an N-word pass, because he's gone through what
No,
black people have gone through now?
No real white man that's not involved with the niggas would do what Chud did. They don't bother us. Chud went actively. Why? He understands us. He knows us. He relate to us. That's how he can trigger us. A Karen and a Tom can't trigger a nigga. We blew him off. But Chud's been with us. If you were to turn into Chud, you could trigger us. Why? You just like the niggas.
Okay.
You just like, so you're part of the culture. Chud was a part of the culture before. He just didn't win AWOL. But listen, he went AWOL for what? For a fan base and a demographics and an audience that he can monetize off of.
True.
Risky, yeah. It was risky for me. I just was willing to find other ways. I was before Chud. I've been doing what Chud did.
Are you saying you're the black Chud?
I'm the black Chud.
You're the black Chud.
I sit around and look for everything black people go for and I go against.
The black Chud.
I sit around for years. But this is what I did. Because I don't want to hurt nobody, let alone my people. I put the revolutionary guns up and start finding other non-lethal ways to deal with my behavior that I'm invoking among other people. This is my behavior that I decided to create that I'm going to invoke amongst other people. So their response can't be, I kill them and I'm creating the behavior. I just want to get home. So I'm going to defend myself. Why? I got a right to free speech. It's risky. There's going to be people that's going to respond, but I ain't pulling out a gun for what I said. So I quit toting guns and started carrying mace. Carrying mace. Anything that'll kill somebody. It become good talking points. And it teaches me critical thinking. Why? Man, I don't want death on my brain. I don't want it on my heart, let alone my conscience. Whether it's self-defense. Why? Even in self-defense, you still have to do that and it don't go away.
Well, the cool thing about the Chud the Builder situation is because he used to brag on Twitter that any black person that want to approach me, I'm going to use lethal force and I'll walk away, out that courtroom laughing. Something of that sort.
Well, he thought that before now.
Well, the judge actually read those tweets in court and said, bond denied.
Yeah.
You clearly had a mission to do this. You can't claim stand your ground, self-defense. You can't call someone offensive names and expect not to get punched and use lethal force in response to something that you created. I love it, man. I absolutely love it. I love that this is happening to Chud the Builder. In fact, I put this out there. If anybody butt fucks Chud the Builder in jail, I will do an interview with you. Not that I want you to butt fuck Chud the Builder, but if it just so happens to happen,
what he do to you, man?
if you find him attractive,
man, just making content.
Man, fuck Chud the Builder, man.
He's
fuck
just making
that
content.
Dude. No, man.
He's just making content.
No, man.
It's no different than what we see. It's no different.
What do you mean?
It's no different. It's no different than when a 19, 21, 22-year-old girl get on a stream and she say she don't want to fuck and she get humiliated and publicly embarrassed and kicked out. It's no different.
I don't get it. I don't see the comparison.
Well, let me see. You got Chud the Builder.
Right.
Said, hey, you're chimping out. You got some young, impressionable-minded young girls that get on the stream with some of the biggest streamers in the world. And if they say they don't want to have sex, they get publicly humiliated. Get out of here. She ain't fucking. Man, what they here for? That's coercion to rape.
Yeah, it's definitely not something you want to do.
So what I'm saying is, it's no different. Chud was wrong for pulling the gun out.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of pulling the gun out, Chud ain't wrong. I've been doing exactly the same thing for the last 6 or 7 years.
Well, he wasn't just pulling the gun out. he would walk around with a gun visible and call black men the N-word with the hard R and everything else like that, with
Well, yeah, he was
essentially
looking for it.
brandishing a gun.
Yeah, he was looking for it.
He was looking for it.
Had he not did
And he
that,
found it.
had he not did that and never had to pull the gun, he was A-okay. Why?
Yeah.
Black people never called the police on him.
True.
Not one time did a black person call the police and say, hey, I feel intimidated, and they could have got him for aggravated assault, just brandishing the gun, saying racial slurs.
Mm.
They was engaging him. And 90% of the videos I saw, Chud and the chimps was laughing, walking away, or disputing back and forward. So it was mutual engagement. But Chud wasn't too bright. All he had was a gun. Because he really scared.
Yeah.
He really scared.
Yeah.
I'm not afraid to do what I'm doing. There's no fear in this. Though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. I've never shot a gun at a human and tried to kill him. Shot a gun at people, then it was in the air.
When was the last time you shot at somebody in the air?
When I went to jail, and the guy hit me in the barbershop. So I got trouble with 2 aggravated assaults for that.
What happened with that exactly?
The guy, Kevin Spencer, is he's the leader of the 4 Trey Gangster Crips in Fort Worth, Texas. I met the undercover police officer who brought down the whole operation. So it was called the Fishbowl. And it was an undercover white officer, just one white officer, was like a super cop named Tegan Broadwater. Tegan Broadwater infiltrated the Fishbowl and brought down 43 gang members over a matter of some few years, solved unsolved murders from the 90s. And this was one white dude went into a Crip neighborhood dressed in all red. Legendary. I'm talking about the new Donnie Brasco. So when I started my youth work, I met one of the mothers who Officer Tegan had helped. So it was like almost 100 and something arrests. Out of those 100 and something arrests, 40 kids was without parents. So this white cop, Tegan Broadwater, went to the department and said, hey, we just got all this, done all this work. Now how can we help the families, to help the kids? I just locked up all these dads. And so the department said, man, great work, man. Accolades. Because of what he did and what he saw from doing the undercover work and the relationships he built, he quit. And he wrote a book, and part of those book proceeds go back to the Home of Hope that's in the same neighborhood where he made all those arrests. So he gave his life back to, so when I met him, man, he's like a hero to me. Because all the black kids, man, he's the same, the hope for him. So the same community he arrested in, he went back and built a youth center for those kids, and it's very effective. So I actually brought 8 in there. So when I met Tegan, the black neighborhood already, feels some kind of way. The black police also feel some kind of way. So the main gangster, the main killer, turned FBI informant. That's who attacked me in the barbershop. So he was the guy, when I said, as long as you can fight and kill, all these niggas can snitch. That's why Woody can tell. If you got a reputation of fight and kill, you can snitch and niggas still shake your hand. So when I saw that, that's what made me start attacking the streets. He was my target. So everybody in my city is afraid to call him a snitch. Why? Because when he came back to our city, he says, can't nobody whoop me and won't nobody call him a snitch. So I'm the first person to publicly call Kevin Spencer a snitch.
Okay.
So the barber at the barbershop, they set me up through my brother to come up there to bring, they wanted me to bring some shirts. So I'm saying, man, nigga, I don't bring shirts to niggas up here. So when I went up there, I don't even get my hair cut at the barbershop. Said, man, go on, take me up. And that's how they set it up. So I had fell asleep. He snuck in and he hit me while I was asleep. So I was dazed. But boy, when I came to, I went to the car and got my gun. And next thing you know, in Texas, you can't chase after nobody.
Okay, so when you woke up after you got hit, he's still there.
Yeah, but I don't know who hit me.
Okay.
I'm dazed. See, I don't know who the fuck hit me.
Run to your car, get your gun.
No, so when they leave out, nigga, I don't know what. I just know I went to the car, and when I got my gun, the cameras got me running through the building. So I'm smart enough not to come like this. So I got the gun down like this here. Where that bitch ass nigga at? One of the guys who set it up said he was in the bathroom. So I run to go into the bathroom, but at the peripheral, I see a car bagging up. So as soon as I come out the door, I start squeezing the trigger. And all the 911 call heard my wife in the background say, "No, Charleston, no!"
Oh, your wife was with you?
No.
Oh.
She was upstairs at the beauty shop getting her hair done.
Oh, okay.
I just got attacked by Kelvin Spencer, asleep in the barber chair. Hit me upside the head with a gun. No bullshit, I'm on my way to the hospital now. So he cut my hair first. So the haircut probably took 20 minutes, right? So I'm dozing off in the haircut. So I'm in and out as he's putting it down. Before he get the down good, man, I'm good asleep. He's good asleep. I just feel a bump. So I wake up to a blow. So right here on the left side of the head. I seen him out in public once before. And he made threats, but I had a gun on him. And so he didn't do anything. There was another guy with, short, little short, younger guy. Yeah, his age, or now I don't know herself. Did he do anything? Nah, he talked. The short guy, I ran to the car to get my gun. As they was leaving because I thought they were still in the building. So when I ran out and asked where they are, a guy said they was in the bathroom. He pointed the gun at me, so I ducked down inside the car. That's cute, because I thought he was going to start shooting. You got your gun out at any point? Oh, yeah. At that point you did? Yeah. Yeah, so now, so I got charged with 2 aggravated assaults with a deadly weapon because it was 2 guys. Both them niggas had a gun. And it was just the police department, my local police department getting their lick back. But I beat all charges.
You beat all the charges?
I beat all charges.
Okay.
Yeah, I beat all charges.
Well, somebody who did not beat all the charges was Carmelo Anthony.
Yeah.
Now, you called me right after he got convicted, and you said you had been crying all night.
Been crying for 2 days about the baby.
Right.
Yeah.
And you tried to set up an interview with me and the family. But,
yeah, you and the dad, yeah.
But, the dad wanted money. I just didn't feel right paying someone for a situation like that. So I ultimately said, listen, if they want to come and talk, I'll give a platform. I just don't feel right about paying them. They ultimately went somewhere else and so forth. But then you completely reversed your stance on this whole situation.
Yeah.
So what happened between then and after?
I processed the hurt feelings because I was really emotionally affected by it. And I don't stay in my feelings as a man. If it hurt today, it won't hurt tomorrow. You think about it tomorrow. So I put up $75,000 for the appeal. Me and the dad cried for a day, man, working this shit out. They wanted to start another GoFundMe. I'm like, nah, nigga, we ain't doing that. The strongest man in the land is the man who wake up and ain't got to ask nobody.
Well, okay, hold on a second. So they started GoFundMe.
No, they did start a GoFundMe.
They did not.
They did not.
Okay.
They made a suggestion, and I said, no, fuck a GoFundMe, nigga.
So who paid for the lawyers for the initial case?
The first GoFundMe.
So that's what I'm saying. They had a GoFundMe initially.
Yeah.
And how much did that make?
$600,000.
$600,000.
Yep.
Okay, did all that money go to
the lawyers took it all.
Okay.
It
is a murder case, so that's not out of the ordinary.
$600,000 though. It's not about maybe 100, 200. Not no 600.
Could be. I mean, it depends on how big the legal team is and how much the lawyers actually
you saw
charge.
the 2 motherfuckers in there, nah. But one mother, nah, hell nah.
Okay.
This was a scam job done on the family. New family, new to the area, don't know a single soul out in a suburban, rural, sundown town, Collin County. It's a sundown town.
No blacks.
This is no. Blacks, but blacks be inside. Sundown town is niggas don't let the sun catch your ass. That's the sundown. So you can be here, but don't let the sun.
So you have to stay inside.
There you go. Why? Because you're up to no good. So everything black get pulled over out here at nighttime. You know that.
Okay.
Nigga, everybody know coming through Dallas, Oklahoma, when you get through Collin County, you better hit them brakes. You might still get 10 years for a quarter pound of weed out there. So remember, so after that, homie, for 2 days, because during the jury voir for a year straight, homie, the dad kept telling me, man, I think this lawyer go sell my son up the river. So I told him, man, get Mitch Nolte, Shannon Ross. Mitch and Shannon said it's not about, we're about money later. But those other lawyers in the beginning who was brought to the family by a community leader. So the family had community leaders and civil rights, Black Lives Matter lawyers before they had criminal attorneys.
Okay,
so hear me out. Let me finish.
Was Crump part of this or no?
Crump's in the background now.
Okay.
Let me break it. So it was Dominique Alexander. Dominique Alexander is a well-known convicted child abuser. So he's discredited off the bat. Guy been convicted of abusing children. He always comes in and play the race card. So he's the local Al Sharpton in the city. He comes in by way of Ben Crump and all of them. He's like the footground soldier for Ben Crump now. Sean King and all of them. So he goes and make contact with the family. They show up with civil rights, talking race, not criminal. One thing I can say in the beginning, the Metcalf father came in peace, wanted to pray together. I told the father that was one of the first mistakes y'all made, was not praying, not being willing to accept that father. And he was willing to.
The victim's father wanted to meet with the parents.
And he wasn't angry at
first. Of Karmelo.
He wasn't angry at first.
Really?
He was saying, this is kids.
Yeah.
This is this is what got me on their side. When I saw the Anthony family with Dominique and them playing the race card, I'm saying, why would they play the race card? Homie, Dominique, no. This is in Collin County. This is like trying to go to the Deltas is part of Mississippi talking hip hop. So I'm saying, why would they be playing race? And this man is saying forgiveness. Let's make it right. So the father showed up to the first initial press conference. The first initial press conference. Do you know what they did to that man? They spit in his face and kicked him out and shamed him. Not the Anthony family, the civil rights leaders. The Black community leaders spit in this man's face. So they created this disdain because he came for a hug. Man, let's work it out. So when I saw that, I said, man, why would they do that? This one, I didn't have all the facts. This is when I believe he took a knife to school because he was being bullied. When I found out it wasn't a knife, he wasn't bullied the day before.
It was a knife.
It wasn't a knife.
I saw it.
It wasn't a knife.
That's a knife.
It wasn't a knife. They hadn't showed the knife. They hadn't even showed it.
Okay, but I saw a picture.
That's not the real knife.
So the green.
That's not the real knife. You know why? Because if that was a real knife, let me tell you something. If that was a real knife in the state of Texas, he would have been charged for having a weapon on a school property.
This is it right here.
That's not the knife.
That's not the knife?
Nope.
Okay.
They haven't shown none factual evidence of that case yet. No video, no knife, no nothing.
Literally, if you do a Google image search, all you see is the same knife.
I'm telling you, that's not the knife.
So what is this?
This
is on K-Fox, I'm saying on NBC, so forth and so forth. That's not the knife.
They haven't showed y'all the whole video, and they haven't showed y'all the knife. Nobody has seen the whole video. And why? Why you think he wasn't charged with a weapon on school property?
Once again, and this even shows how long the knife is.
I swear to God, that's not the knife.
Okay.
I swear.
So what was it? What?
I'm telling you, in the state of Texas.
The victim died. So what did he establish?
They haven't showed you the knife. They haven't showed you the autopsy report, and they haven't showed you the video. It was a multifactional tool that has the flathead screwdriver, the bottle opener, what else? Another little knife on it.
You say it's a Swiss Army knife?
The Boy Scout thing, and it was that big. So I'm telling you, the news media have deliberately not showed you the knife. They haven't showed you the whole video. They haven't showed you the whole video.
If you say so.
Listen. And number three, they haven't showed you the autopsy report. Why? That little old bitty knife wouldn't have went through his heart. Why? He didn't stand up. The boy sat down the whole time while he was being slammed. So if I brought a knife to school, and the knife was intentionally to scare or harm, why wouldn't I put it out initially at the beginning of the conflict? So hear me out. This kid this is why he wasn't charged with a weapon and got 20 more years. Because he would have got 20 more years for the weapon on school grounds. Because it's against the law to have a knife, a gun, or anything at school. So we got charged with a weapon. That's number one. He only got charged with the murder, not the weapon. Texas don't let crimes go. If you got a gun, you're gonna get charged with the gun possession. He didn't have a knife. It was a tool that Boy Scouts used. Whatever term they used, it was Boy Scouts tool. And the media haven't showed it. The media haven't showed the full video where he's approached by 4 big football players. And he never stands up. Throughout the whole video, this kid never stands up. You know why it reached his heart? At an angle. the little old bitty piece. But if you look at the autopsy report, it's something in that kid's system that contribute to the injury. So hear me out. So after the trial, I spent a year trying to get black people to look at this case. I've been saying, hey, y'all, it's a black kid over here. Hey, y'all, white kid died. Y'all don't care no about the white kid. Well, nobody paying attention. You know why? They was mad at me for saying, fuck Lil Ronnie and his baby. The rapper that got killed in the car with his baby. This happened the same week, around the same time. While I was saying fuck the baby, you know why I was saying fuck the baby? Because I was trying to get y'all to look over here at this other thing. Y'all don't care about that baby. He didn't care about the baby. Why? Because they were committing robberies in the same car. So he didn't care about the baby. But since y'all care so much, hey, y'all, a kid died at a track meet in Texas right up the road. They didn't hear me. But soon as the media made it about a black kid killed the white kid, now, and I'm saying, I've been telling y'all about this. But y'all was stuck on a rapper. Now, since y'all feel like it's race, black people played into the race. So what I did, I went on a stream with Aiden Roth and said, Aiden said, hey, you heard about the kid? Aiden donated, yeah, 10,000. What I said publicly reached the father. The father reached out to my booking agency, paid $3,000 to meet up with me. And I spent 3 hours looking at this man in his eyes, talking to him as a father. And he said, man, we watch you and we know this what you do and work with kids and work with you. So yeah, that family entrusted me. At the time, they had moved 3 times already because of death threats. So you got some racist white people that's really with this shit. Black people just be online talking. The family had to move at least 6 times. By the time I met him 3 times, the judge, the black judge who lowered Carmelo Anthony bond, she's still in hiding to this day. She's still in hiding to this day. Some of the most racist white faces and names came down to the courtroom and courthouse during that trial and vowed that if Carmelo Anthony was found not guilty, they would go shoot him in his head. Jim Lane, he's on $1 million bond for that right now. So I'm telling black people, say, they've been hunting this kid down for a year. Where was y'all at last year? I've been screaming this for a year. I've been posting about Carmelo Anthony before he was found guilty. Where was y'all at then? When the white people was pretending like they wanted to buy cars and was going up to the dad's job because he's a high-end, top luxury car salesman. And they couldn't pay rent no more. When Carmelo was, where were black people at then? I've been trying to get them some help. So nigga, I can't carry the whole load by myself. And I still got my family I got to take care of. So when he lost his job, I hired the father and created a position for him. I ain't need no road manager, but I created a road manager position for Mr. Carmelo Anthony's dad and paid him. When the hit got put out on Carmelo's graduation truck, when they found out he had a graduation truck because they thought they were spending the money for the GoFundMe, the people got almost a 900 credit score. These guys, man, got a 900 credit score with a top paying job. So they can afford to live like this. I took over the payments. Why? They couldn't hide the Jeep. The Jeep is sitting outside and people are finding out where they live at. And he on the road with me while his family at home, while white Klansmen and white, so where were black people at the end? So when I put up the 75,000, I waited 2 days. Why? Because at that point, we got 24 more days before this appeal, we lose. You got 30 days after your conviction. So when I put up and said, where y'all at? My mama say, son, why put that target on your back? You just got all these new brand deals, advertising, sponsorships. Why? And I'm really in my feelings. So nigga, I had to get out my feelings and pivot because I was hurt. Nigga, me and Aiden going back, and I'm on a plane going back, and Aiden said, but he's a murderer. He's a murderer. I'm saying, man, but it ain't really like that. Aiden said, man, I know you're friends with his dad. And I'm saying, man, I can't carry this load. This is why I quit. Nigga, I got to take care of my family. Nigga, I've been attacking everything that came up against this family. From Sarah Fields to Metcalf to everybody. Why? Because these family didn't have nobody, homie. They done moved 7 times in 1 year. Nigga, some days I'm just sending money just to send it, homie. I'm buying Carmelo shoe, nigga. I'm treating him. I'm paying for his boxing lessons for a whole year. I got Trent Rose going out there to train him in boxing. So why? Because I know he needs something engaged while he at home on home confinement. So I'm paying, and I ain't coming online saying nothing. Where was black people at 10? Nigga, that's when they needed him. All these lawyers that said they needed y'all last year, nigga. But what are you doing with all white lawyers? Can't a nigga win in an all white court. You got to go get a Jew. It's the only way you can beat the white man with his law with a Jew lawyer.
Shout out to the Jews.
That's what I was taught. I go get a Jew. I ain't got no felony conviction. I was taught that from them old niggas that was friends with Jerry the Jew. Lion Starsberg, them kind of people, homie. Why? They gonna let a nigga come buy one of them Cadillacs and put a high down payment with that interest rate, but they gonna let you drive off, nigga. And you build a relationship. Why? You go pay your interest rate, and you and the Jew become friends over the years from doing business. It's always been like that. You catch him cheating, you tell, hey, I caught you. He catch you cheating, y'all become friends from doing business. So I keep me a Jewish lawyer. Shout out to Andy Platt. Yeah, Miss Blanca. So
shout out to Terry Ross.
So nigga, you can't go. Nigga,
my Jewish lawyer.
Johnny Cochran was the only black lawyer ever been able to go in there and win the way he done win. Okay. That's why you ain't seen Benjamin Crump in there.
Well, he has some Jewish lawyers with him.
See, that's all I'm gonna say.
Shapiro.
He was shadowed by him, a whole bunch of them. So check the play, right? I'm saying, man, go fight fire with fire. Mitch Nolte, if you look this lawyer's name up, he's top 10 capital murder death penalty lawyers in the country. And he's from Collin County. Went to school out there, know all the players. You go get Shannon, why? Because Shannon got me to come speak in them courts. The judge, man, I done helped a bunch of kids out there, homie, as a mitigation specialist. So had we brought the mitigation specialist in, you would have found out the reason why that kid never brandished a knife in the beginning. He wasn't getting bullied the day before. Something he just have on him as a Boy Scout. So he never stood up. He took the boom, 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 boom. When he couldn't took no more, it went at an angle. He didn't stand up like that. It went up.
Right, but didn't he say that?
That's a lie.
Put your hands on me and see what happens.
That's a lie.
That's a lie?
Because when you go back and look at the original police statements, none of them never said that. That was coerced during prep for the trial.
Okay.
Why? The same kid that said he said that was the same kid that lied and said he didn't know him. That was the only, just hear me out. That was that mixed mulatto kid. They were the only two black kids up under that tent. He knew the mulatto kid. That's why his lawyers showed pictures, phone calls, text messages, photos of these two kids buddy. The mother showed a picture of all of those same kids up under the same tent a week before. You know why it wasn't no problem? The two bullies wasn't there. The Metcalf boys. So we keep saying he wasn't supposed to be under that tent. They all went to the same school. He was supposed to be under that tent. And it was pouring down raining.
Right.
So what makes another kid have authority? They was bullying. That's why last week it wasn't no problems. Those two were suspended. You know why they were suspended? That text message where they say the coach gave him permission, that text message was them coming off suspension because they skipped last week's practice and went fishing. So they were suspended for a week. So they couldn't come to the field. So the week before that, everybody was there in Harmony. The coach texted him when they came back, I need you guys to step it up. Why? They're superstar athletes. Big, buff, white boys. He's frail and small. Frail and small. He never said, if you put your hands on me, if you go look at the original statements. Everybody's original statements had changed by the time they got to trial.
Okay, so you ended up turning on the family.
So I turned on the family.
Yeah.
They still need money, people. They still need money. Y'all wouldn't buy the free Karmelo shirts. Those are out there. So I saw the dad make an interview, and the dad came up with a hell of a clever statement in the process of his...
The victim's dad.
Yeah, the victim's dad. Yeah, he came up. He said, yeah, You think this, because he know this is a good kid. And his exact words was, since y'all think this kid is such of a good boy, and he really is, swear to God, no history of no trouble ever. These two boys, I'm not the victim shaming, blaming kind of guy. Got some shit over there. Wow, the dad was violent and abusive. Wow, they were violent and abusive. So when the dad said, and he had every right to say this, and he got every right to be mad at me, because I've been kicking their ass for a year so this family can get some peace. When I start saying what really happened, what was in this kid's system when he died, it was some shit in this kid's system that contributed to the death, according to the autopsy report that they won't show. He didn't just died and stabbed on. There's some shit in his system, like fentanyl Floyd. If we're gonna be real. So it's a reason why this case was hush-hush and shush-shush for so long. So when I came up with this, thanks to Jeff Metcalf, the dad called this kid a watermelon felon, since y'all think he's such a good kid. So now I guess he's just a watermelon felon. And when I said that, it had a sting to it.
I just want to point out that when you first came in, you brought me one of those shirts.
Don't always bring me a gift.
And I declined. I said, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't want the shirt.
He didn't decline. He threw it at me. He said, I don't want nothing to do with this.
I don't want the shirt.
I said, hey, man, the money and the proceeds go to both parties.
Yeah, I'm cool.
Yeah, but now, I knew you wouldn't wear it.
Yeah,
you got on Michael Jordan tennis shoes.
Not only am I not going to wear it, but I'm not going to take it. No
I'm going to leave it outside
man.
the studio. I bet your neighbors next door get it.
Well, that's on them.
I'm just fucking with. So
that's on them.
So when I heard him say that, I called my lawyer and said, hey, I want to trademark watermelon felon, because I know some white man is going to get this and run with it. That's a clever motherfucking name to call your new blacks.
How many shirts have you actually sold?
I've sold over 300 so far.
300 shirts.
Yeah.
For how much per shirt?
Almost $40 per shirt. But most of the shirts are being sold in the Midwestern, up north, few down south. So, the expected states. This is what I know. It's a market for everything. And one of the reasons why I started wearing Michael Jordan tennis shoes, because the LGBT community went to Nike and said, hey, we want Jordan to make LGBT Nike specifically, the rainbow. And Jordan said, I'm not doing it. He wouldn't make it. So what I realized is, from going to public school, going to community college, and then having a higher learning education, I learned what capitalism is, that America is no longer a racist society. It's a capitalist society. Capitalism not only supersedes racism and socialism, it also supersedes your rights as a citizen. That's why you are identified as a consumer. So rather than me getting in my feelings, sad and mad about the several relationships that I do business with, because I'm emotionally attached and invested into a kid who have been found guilty of a crime. Now, here I am as a man that always promotes justice, due process. He's been found guilty by his peers. He's a convicted murderer now. Get out your feelings, nigga. You can't go broke for this family, but what you can do, you done enough. Feed everybody. I got watermelon rat shirts with my face on it. But you think white people don't want to buy these? If white people make them, y'all will cancel and shut them down in the name of racism. Yeah. So let me have an audience for it's a demographic for it.
I would suggest all the white people out there not wear that shirt out.
I suggest you do it. Why? You support your rappers who talk about killing.
Okay.
So this is what I'm saying. Why not support this? The proceeds go to him. While all of y'all saying what you won't do, while all of y'all are saying the kid still has pro bono lawyers. The NAACP weak ass showed up pro bono. Pro bono. This case gonna cost at least $150,000 minimally.
Yeah.
On top of that, the family didn't even have money to buy this kid's seizure medicine when they shipped him off the day after trial. I'm on the phone with the daddy. Man, they ain't got the money. So while y'all saying what you're saying, I'm sending money. Put your money where your mouth is. I know this hurt your feelings, but y'all ain't never helped nowhere. This hurt y'all feelings. But the father, the victim's father, thought of his name. So I'm paying homage to the father. He can get his watermelon felon, yeah. And guess what? The family don't have a problem with it. Why? Don't y'all do things for money? Don't y'all tell your kid, I can't come to your show today. I got to go to work. I can't come to your game. I got to do this. Don't y'all tell y'all kid that? Imagine what his son called it, and they ain't got the appeal money, let alone they ain't got no commissary money, my nigga. They ain't got no money to drive from Dallas all the way down to Houston to go see him. So I'm gonna say, y'all can send the boy some money if you mad at me and don't want me to sell these shirts. Cause I got a bankroll for him. I wouldn't give a fuck if it's 15 years. All proceeds will go toward him, and I find a way to sneak some to Jeff Metcalf now. Nigga, I make enough money, but I really done this for y'all. To hurt y'all motherfucking feelings, cause y'all don't care about this kid. I've been talking about him for a year. Now y'all mad. I've been talking about him for a year. I had his daddy riding with me, talking about it. Where was y'all at? So when I called you, Vlad, I done put $75,000 up for the appeal. I'm saying I'm gonna try it. His daddy wanna get the story out. Okay, man, Vlad, you won't give him nothing, we'll get the story out. That's already understood, that's exposure. I got Say Cheese TV, he gonna take my 10. So I'm putting instantly in their money pocket. So when I took my 75 back, I know between y'all and white people that hate Carmelo, go help these search sales. There are people that's buying KKK hoods. There were people buying shirts that said, I can't breathe, making fun of the nigga said, come on now, it's a market for everything. So nigga, I thought like the Jew. I've been around the Jews long enough to know you can capitalize off everything. Don't the Jew do it?
Jewish people don't do that.
You lying to me? Shit, they got guys. They got guys in the box. Nigga, hell you talking about Jewish do work. They play rap music to say kill, die, nigga, fuck your bitch, and promote it to our kids from the time they go to school to the time they go to bed. This is the Jews do worse than this with the music. They won't know. They won't take no motherfucking Jewish kid and let him talk dick and pussy talk, but they'll let the black kid do it in the name of a song with all kind of McDonald's and Burger King sponsorship from the enterprises. So nah, man, miss me. Who's hurt by this? Who did it hurt? Who did it hurt? If it hurts you so much, change something about yourself. If y'all care so much about this kid, look at some of your kids' friends. They got a watermelon felon in the group right now. Why? 1 in every 3 black males in America will go to prison or be on some form of community supervision in their lifetime. Nigga, y'all play rap music. Don't act like these shirts bother y'all. When the daddy just wished me a happy Father's Day. When the father, see this kind of relationship me and the daddy got. That's why I got my phone flash so I can show you. Nigga, the daddy on Father's Day.
I just want to correct you real quick. The 1 in 3 black men going to prison in their lifetime was from the 1980s. In 2001, it's actually 1 in 5.
What's the difference?
I mean, it's still bad.
What's the difference?
Bad.
When
it's
everybody else is 1 in 4 and 16.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
So this is what I'm saying. I have been trolling y'all.
Well, hold on. Okay, so I actually have the stats here. Black men 1 in 5, Latino men 1 in 6, white men 1 in 17. So you're right.
So I got too emotionally invested, man.
Yeah.
And I had to pivot. I never want to bring me to the internet. And they got brought me to the internet for 48 hours. I damn near cried to you.
Mm-hmm.
I damn near cried to Antoine Daniels. And I'm saying, nigga, I don't advocate for nothing and nobody. But this is a good kid.
I guess he's getting sexually harassed in prison now?
It's not true.
That's not true?
No, all these are false statements. I swear to God, man.
Okay.
All these are false statements.
Got it.
See, all these are false statements. Man, listen, the black brothers from all over, one thing about the streets, they try to protect the innocent. They try to protect the innocent. It's always a guy that got a moral standard and a moral compass to say, hey, nah, man, that's the kid we all protect. That's the kid you say, nah, homie, not this one. Man, when I sent Trent out there to teach him, man, it ain't in him, homie. No violence. No violence. Man, when that kid ran, he was being chased. He ran to safety. The only mistake that kid made was being new in the white area and they family didn't know nobody and trusted a black community who was set on rage baiting rather than addressing the real issues. Bullying and lack of brain development. It's what an intent to kill. Had we had the mitigation, had we had the mitigating factors, we would have had the background on every kid under that tent. That's what's more important. Why nobody intervened? Why was it 4 against 1? And the biggest question that will be held in court going for the appeal is, was the jury tainted? Because they released the video to the school, and they allowed the people who will be possibly pulled from the jury to come up to the school last year.
Well, I mean, the thing is, though, when you talk about appeals, there's a 98% chance that it won't go through. It's a very low percentage when it comes to appeals, just in general. I'm not talking about this case in particular. I'm just talking about in general.
Not in Texas. He got a great chance.
Really? Okay.
In Texas, yeah.
It's a good thing.
Most niggas go in the law library and win on appeal if they go focus on appeals. An all-white jury, he didn't have an all-white jury. He had a diverse jury. Asians, Latins. He just didn't have a black. So they can beat you with that. The lawyer never objected. He participated in the voir dire. So you lose on that. It should have been a change of venue. Why? You cannot release a criminal video that's under investigation to the public and allow just the people in that district to come see it. Why? This is where the jury pool is gonna come from. So you already tainted the jury pool. And it's not the whole video. There was a 12-minute and a 9-minute. They still haven't released the whole video. And it's the reason why they haven't done that. So I say the kid wins on appeal, but if he ain't out in 2 years, he's down real monster by the time we get him back. Why? He got to live in hell.
Yeah, man, it's that situation.
Yeah, so now I had to detach. So this was my way of detaching, making some money, give some proceeds, and put my $75,000 up. Because I got a family too. And my family saying, man, nigga, we can use that $75,000, woo, woo, woo. So, but those were my convictions. And me and his dad talked, but nigga, who got some money? I'm tired of motherfucker talking. Who putting up some money? I've been putting the money up, nigga. And until motherfucker put some money up, I don't want a real motherfucking thing while I make money off that boy's ass. I just had to say it like that, that's all. Shout out to Carmelo Anthony. That's my nephew, bitch. And the dad. So the daddy messaged me on Father's Day. So yeah, like I told him, man, I got a lot of admiration, a lot of love, and the utmost respect. But y'all know what I'm doing. So let me do what I'm doing. I'm good at what I'm doing, y'all. Y'all just keep watching the show.
Well, in our last interview, you talked about Shaq and the whole situation you guys got into. And I think
I still don't know what he mad about.
Right. And you had said that you had messed the same girl that Shaq messed with, and he had a shrimp dick and so forth.
Well, I used to have a young lady I used to mess with, Shaq used to be interested in, Diamond. Then I know another young lady Shaq done tried to fuck on that I done fucked on and say he got the shrimp dick.
And I think I titled the clip around
that.
Yeah,
he know that. I done said that. Yeah, I done said it before.
Well, so here's the thing about me and Shaq. Me and Shaq first met in 2004, where he wanted, I was a hot mixtape DJ during that time, and he had a freestyle where he dissed Kobe. And he gave me that freestyle to put out, and it went viral. Back in the day, it was on ESPN and so forth. So ever since then, me and him have maintained a level of relationship.
Yeah.
Right? So he saw when I transitioned to VladTV, and, he would continuously over the years send me freestyles to put up, or like a story that he wanted pushed, or this, that, and the third. And every so often I'd be like, hey, Shaq, what's going on with the interview? Oh, I got you. And I would see him do interviews on other platforms. I'd be like, hey, I see you're on a media run. Well, what's going on with the interview? Oh, we're going to do it. Don't worry. Year after year. This is now, I launched in 2008. It's been 16 years.
That's how real friends do you.
Right. That's how real friends do you, right? So he reached out about the whole shrimp dick thing, right? And think he was saying how, he's not tripping, and he called Rainwater a snitch or something.
Yeah.
And I said, well, listen, I know you. So if you have a problem with it, did you want me to change the title or something? No, I'm not tripping. I'm like, all right, cool. But, we have a relationship, so I respect that. So I saw that he had done another interview on some platform I'd never heard of, right? It seemed like he goes and does interviews for girls who are just starting their podcast, right? So he can try to get in there. That's what I think, right? I don't know if it's true.
That shrimp dick up in the market.
Right. So I saw he had done an interview with some podcast I had never heard of that didn't have a following, and he's talking about investing and so forth. So I hit him up. I said, yo, man, do you want to finally do this interview? We can focus on investing. Because I got Vlad stocks now, and we're getting a following, teaching people, how to do long-term investment, which is the type of thing that he does. Once again, no answer. So I finally just reached my breaking point, man.
Cut that shrimp dick out of there, man.
I said, listen, man, I get it, Shaq. You don't fuck with me. I get it. I've been asking you now for years and years, and I've seen you do with these other platforms, and, I see that you just don't want to do my platform, but you don't have to keep saying I got you, because clearly you don't. So he sent me back this long text message. He's calling me sensitive. He's saying, I told you I got you, but, when you get out your feelings and you apologize, we can get back to our, how things were, or maybe we won't. I'm not tripping. And I'm looking at this going like, man, fuck you, man. What the fuck? I gotta apologize to you? The thing with people like Shaq, and this is what I realized over the years about these celebrity types, man. They have this image. Oh, I'm the nice guy. I'm everyone's friend. But most times they're assholes. And they keep the celebrity status and keep people around that will do shit for them without any sort of feeling that they'll ever do anything back in return. For 16 years, I've been asking this man, no, hold on. For 18 years, I've been talking about this interview every so often, and he's never done it, and he calls me sensitive, and he wants me to apologize to him? Man, fuck Shaq.
But he reached out to you about the interview with the shrimp dick.
Right, and he would reach out to me about posting his freestyles. I'm screen capturing and saying like, yo, remember when you asked me to do this? Remember when you asked me to do this? Remember when you asked me to do this? And I posted it, and I did this, and I posted this. Over and over again, year after year. And the thing is, man, fuck this dude. Because people like this feel that talking to you is just payment enough. The fact that they're somehow responding is enough of a payment to you. Man, fuck that. I don't care about celebrity friends.
Listen,
I care about doing business with people.
This how sensitive Shaq is about this situation. And I still don't know what the nigga mad about. And me for. Other than we know some mutual females. I was hosting a boxing match in New Orleans for June 19th. The promoters was promoting it as if I was gonna be boxing. Man, why the promoters sent me a screenshot of Shaq and the guy inbox, he thinking go fight me, cheering him on to kick my ass? This is how sensitive he is about this.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, man, he don't even know I ain't fighting, but he wants something to happen to me so bad because I done revealed to the world, yeah, the boy got a roll up. A fruit roll up. Yeah. Yeah, boy, I got a fruit roll up. Yeah. So, but what I realize is most guys with a lot of money or a lot of power have fragile egos.
True.
They sensitive like hoes.
True.
They can't take nothing.
Yeah.
So that's why I have no problem with getting on camera being the worst I can be. Why? Because when the camera come out, when the cameras go off, I'm nothing like what I am when the cameras come on. So I don't come on here and act like I'm a nice guy. I'm a nice guy in real life. Mountable, respectful. But online, you won't know that. Me and my mother so mad at me about these. But like I told mama, who putting some money in, mama? It don't make sense to y'all, but it makes sense to me. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. So while all y'all mad at me, word of compassion and the empathy for this white man who's angry about his son that done died. So we done forgot to even have compassion for the victim. Cause we want to be mad at somebody. It's, man, please, at the end of the day, this means nothing when two kids' lives are affected forever. And one kid deserves mercy. One kid deserves mercy. That court didn't provide the mercy. And I just want to remind the black people in that area, not the black people in America, because all of y'all on the outside looking in. I'm from this city. I'm from this metropolitan area. I'm one of the largest youth advocates in Texas. No matter what you think about me. So this is my profession. The reason I stopped doing nonprofits is because everybody who can really help us don't have no money to help us. Everybody that can really help us is on the front line struggling, trying to help us. Well, that's an after-school program. So I was taught by a very powerful Jewish attorney, little short lady. She said, Charleston, how do you self-sustain your organization? Corporations won't give to you if your own people don't give to you. Black people don't support black people don't give to black people. So who got something to sell? The old man said you gotta be like the Jew. Nigga, you got to have something to sell to your people every day in this country. The Jew got something to sell every day. Niggas ain't got nothing to sell. So while we talk about Carmelo Anthony, I'm thinking, nigga, we got to have something to sell for the boy. He got to keep making them phone calls. He having seizures. Come on, homie. So we ain't jumping up if you start another GoFundMe, guess what? He's a convicted murderer. They're going to shut it down. That's why they shut the site down. He's now a convicted murderer. So there's no site you're going to raise money from.
You can't do a GoFundMe for a
Not
convicted
for
murderer.
Nope. They shut it
So
down.
if you're facing charges, it's okay?
Nope. They just changed it. They just passed the law to change it. That's why the family couldn't get the money. Somebody else had to do it. The lawyers set that up. The family didn't.
Oh, okay.
They just passed that. So if the day after he was found guilty, shut down. So let me just finish this. So the family needs money for him to send down there, and they still gotta live. Nigga, you think I ain't finna be sending that nigga daddy no money? The family in Baton Rouge selling t-shirts. Who in Baton Rouge buying them t-shirts? Nigga, they was outside in the parking lot at my comedy show. Come on, nigga, y'all come in. We selling some we selling watermelon selling t-shirts and free Carmelo Anthony t-shirt all at once. Why? Vlad. You pay for all this knowledge and information and footage you got. And a lot of time we get mad if somebody die and you come back and commemorate the death with the video.
Right.
It's only reasonable to do.
When I pass away, I want everyone to post up their VladTV interviews.
I tell everybody.
This is what I want for myself.
I tell everybody who booked me, nigga, you making money right now. But when I die, these interviews go make so much goddamn money till it's pathetic. Am I banking on that? No, but I know it is. If I'm doing $4 billion alive, imagine what I'm gonna do dead. So nigga, you got a vault, nigga. You got something to pass down to you. I got 3 terabytes full of shit. So I understand. Not that I'm picking on the Jew, but the Jews capitalize off everything. Everything. And they're not in their feelings about nothing but personal attacks. That's it. If you don't personally attack them, they don't give a damn about nothing.
Hey, if you personally attack you, who cares?
So
you personally attacked me, I personally attacked you. So and look at us doing business again.
There you go. So this is what I'm saying. It'll make sense later. It just don't make sense now.
Well, you mentioned comedy. I do something called This or That, where I go through my list of all the stand-up comedians that I have interviewed or have been on the platform, and you pick who you like better as a comedian, and then that person goes up against the next one.
Gotcha.
Okay? You've been on a lot of these lists also. I don't know if you've seen it or not.
I have.
So, T.I. or Will Mills?
T.I.
T.I. or Bubba Dub?
Bubba Dub.
Bubba Dub or Country Wayne?
Bubba Dub.
Bubba Dub or Affion Crockett?
I gotta go with Bubba Dub.
Bubba Dub or Ari Spears?
Bubba Dub.
Bubba Dub or Pierre?
Pierre good, man. That's a good say, man. Comedian-wise, I go with Pierre.
Pierre, AJ Johnson?
Shit, man, you know you gotta go with AJ. Man, niggas, AJ is so raw. But man, Pierre a bad motherfucker. I gotta go with AJ.
AJ Johnson or Lil Rel?
AJ.
AJ Johnson or Capone?
AJ.
AJ Johnson or Ricky Smiley?
I'm going Ricky Smiley.
Ricky Smiley or Tony Rock?
Damn, boy, you going hooks. Ricky Smiley.
Ricky Smiley or Michael Collier?
Ricky Smiley.
Ricky Smiley or George Wallace?
George Wallace.
George Wallace or Charlie Murphy?
Charlie. Oh, man, god damn, man. Charlie, man. George. I'm going George Wallace. Yeah, I'm going George Wallace.
George Wallace or Ryan Davis?
George Wallace.
George Wallace or Arsenio Hall?
George Wallace.
George Wallace or Bill Bellamy?
Going with the old school George Wallace.
George Wallace or Sinbad? Gets harder.
Sinbad.
Sinbad or Joe Torre?
Sinbad.
Sinbad or Guy Torre?
I'm going Guy Torre.
Guy Torre or Hope Flood?
Give me Guy. Give me Guy.
Guy Torre or Miss Pat?
Miss Pat. Yeah. That's a new level funny. Yeah, that's a new level funny.
Miss Pat or Donnell Rawlings?
Man, that little motherfucker Donnell Rawlings, man, yeah, that motherfucker, yeah, Donnell Rawlings, let's shout that. Yeah.
Donnell Rawlings or Carlos Mencia?
I'm going with Rawlings.
Donnell Rawlings or D. Ray Davis?
Man, Rawlings, D. Ray, all right, but nah, I'm going with the mean nigga.
Donnell Rawlings or Gary Owen?
Man, I gotta go with Donnell Rawlings. Gary funny the motherfucker. But y'all won't let Gary get real funny. Yeah. Gary can be way more funnier, but y'all keep him in the white box. So yeah, I got to go with Donnell Rawlings, yeah.
Donnell Rawlings or Ali Sadiq?
Rawlings.
Donnell Rawlings or Bert Kreischer?
Give me Kreischer.
Bert Kreischer or Andrew Schultz?
Entertaining wise, polarizing, give me Schultz. Because he ain't always funny, but entertaining.
Andrew Schultz or Russell Peters?
Schultz.
Andrew Schultz or Mark Curry?
Mark Curry, man, the legend of the game. Yeah, Mr. Cooper. I actually seen him in stand-up in when he was with Cat 2 years ago in Vegas, so yeah.
Mark Curry or John Witherspoon?
John Witherspoon. Yeah, house party John Witherspoon.
John Witherspoon or Michael Blackson?
Witherspoon. Yeah, Michael Blackson just black and ugly and funny. But yeah, if he was handsome, he probably wouldn't be that funny. Now I'm just playing, Mike.
John Witherspoon or Joe Coy?
John Witherspoon.
John Witherspoon or Lunell?
Lunell.
Lunell or Tiffany Haddish?
Lunell.
Lunell or DC Young Fly?
Lunell.
Lunell or Tommy Davidson?
Lunell is the new Mal Mabel of today's time. Lunell.
Okay, that's my girl right there. Lunell or Lavelle Crawford?
Shit, I'm going with Lavelle Crawford. Yeah, Crawford. I'm going with Crawford.
Lavelle Crawford or Earthquake?
Boy, you matching up some greats. Yeah, Earthquake, spitting that toothpaste out in the mouth, talking about the murder scene. Yeah, give me Earthquake. Yeah.
Earthquake or Eddie Griffin?
Eddie Griffin.
Eddie Griffin or Dion Cole?
Eddie Griffin.
Eddie Griffin or Cedric the Entertainer?
Eddie Griffin.
Eddie Griffin or Kevin Hart?
Eddie Griffin.
Eddie Griffin or D.L. Hughley?
Eddie Griffin.
And finally, Eddie Griffin or Cat Williams?
Eddie Griffin.
All right, there you have it.
Yeah, Eddie Griffin.
There you have it. So you're great. Now, keep in mind, these are just people that have been on the platform. So Eddie Murphy is not on the list. Yeah. Chappelle's not on the list.
I'm kind of putting it together. Yeah, I was kind of putting it
together. Richard Pryor's not on the list.
Robin Harris.
Robin Harris is not on the list.
Most of the ones have been active in our lifetime doing comedy where we can kind of pinpoint.
Yeah.
We would have to write a list to go back to get Robin Harris, Red Fox. We would have to read it. But just off top of the head, who we've seen in the last 20, 30 years.
Eddie Griffin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Eddie Griffin is a bad motherfucker.
Yeah. What was the movie him and Master P was in?
I Got the Hookup?
No, the other.
No. Shit. It was.
It really was. It had a crazy storyline to it, but it was a bad motherfucker. What was the name?
Foolish.
Foolish, yeah.
That was a great one.
Yeah, that was a great one. So I got time to spend some time with Eddie Griffin in his home
Yeah.
2 years ago when I had my own residency in Las Vegas.
Yeah, but
So I got to study him and to see him off camera, outside of stage, he down to the same person.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, he's down to the same person.
Pretty much.
And he a real Kung Fu master.
I believe it.
No, he a real Kung Fu
I
master.
believe it.
Yeah. And he be wanting to fight. Yeah, that little motherfucker gonna fight.
Well, Boosie might be violating his probation based on the fight that he got in the club where he hit a bouncer with a hookah bottle. What's your take on this?
Man, I pray you don't get. Man, listen. I fuck with the nigga a lot, and I just be bullshit. For the most part, knowing where he come out of jail from, knowing what he used to do to go back and forth with jail, man, this a man really striving to do better and be better in life. He ain't criminal. Promote little, bullshit codes and ethics, but for the most part, the guy's a loving, active, involved father.
I agree.
For the most part, you see him. He have a moral compass. He try to advocate for right and wrong till the street cred shit come in. But man, they have to do this. Why? He Boosie. 2, it's public. 3, he on probation. When you look at the video, what he do? You don't even see him do nothing. The video don't show him doing nothing, like he was just standing there. From what he say, his probation officer saying, man, it ain't me, it's them. Well, when it's them up there, them down there got to do, because that's where it rolled from. I think his God go save him. Yeah, he done turned into a praying, yeah. I think his God go save him. Nah, he don't deserve to go to jail, man. Yeah.
Yeah, listen, like me and Boosie, we haven't talked since the whole incident, but I have no ill will towards him on any level, man. Listen, we did good business. We've all made money in the process. I hope he doesn't go back to jail. I hope that he stays out of the bullshit. You have to be extra careful when you're on probation. You can't be around the bullshit.
Yeah.
You just can't.
You have to give him credit. The man been on probation a year, been out on bond probation about another year, so he done walked 2 years and no drugs, no alcohol.
Yeah.
Not doing nothing. Because he's a rapper. He has to live dangerously. And just being a rapper is dangerous. Yeah, just being a rapper. Just being a known rapper is dangerous. So, yeah, he has to walk the fine line. And he don't have a team of security. He Boosie. So he show up as Boosie. And everybody got access to Boosie.
Yeah. Man, listen, I hope that ultimately they brush us off and he goes back
Write
to...
the judge, like the dude did Pooh Shiesty. Write the judge on his behalf, Vlad.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I actually know the lawyer too, so I can reach out to the lawyer and get the info.
I think many people who would write the judge on Boosie's behalf, I think would have some weight. Because we can all attest that the man is changing and trying to make some change to who and what he used to be.
Yeah, he got a new baby now.
Yeah.
I've never seen Boosie get into any type of bullshit ever. I've never seen guns around the house. I've never seen anything. Yeah, man. So I hope he beats it. And I hope he ultimately doesn't get charged and finishes his probation and goes on to doing his shows. I think he's opening up. Hold on. There's like a tour coming up. There's like a Cash Money something tour.
Cash Money No Limit. So he backed out of so they had Wild 'N Out had me and Boosie booked this past weekend.
Okay, let's talk about that for a second. Okay, so I saw a sign, like a flyer that had you and Boosie on it. Like, oh, they finally gonna meet face to face.
They played on me and Boosie. So they reached out to my agency. They reached out to Eric Young, and I initially said no. Because I'm saying, man, fuck, I look like going on Wild 'N Out and they're on the decline now. I was with them 4 or 5 years ago when they was in Atlanta, when they was at the Heights, and I was kind of tagging around them, saying, hey, man, show me the game. Hey, man, help me out. Nigga, they pushing me to the side. So I went and learned on my own. Carlos would, fuck with me a little bit, but nigga, I hung around them, hey, what's up, man? So they would never give me nothing. So Nick Cannon booked me to do the Tesla interview that was with Amazon. They took almost a year to put that out. So I'm saying, man, they must don't fuck with me. So they finally called me. But when I look, nigga, Crip Mac done been on there. Fuck, I'm gonna go on there after Crip Mac for? Nigga, I don't wanna go now. Now y'all just reaching at the bottom of the barrel. I'm in my heights in the comedy game. Hell no. Now I'm feeling, my feelings were hurt.
Mm-hmm.
But then when they called back and said, hey, you wanna do it with Boosie? I said, hell yeah. But then I said, hold up, wait a minute, man, no. They said, we already talked to Boosie. That's what they told me.
Okay.
Me and Eric is on the phone. So I'm saying, shit, nigga, if y'all not already talked to Boosie, I want this. They offered me $5,000. I said, hell no.
5,000.
For me and Boosie to get on stage at the Barclays Arena in New York, man, them ticket sales for to be off the chain. And it's the largest audition. And before I even agreed to it, y'all done already put the flyer out with me and Boosie opposing each other.
Right.
I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to make this about me and Boosie. I'm here as a comedian. Y'all set me up for something. Have to be. So when I see Boosie back out, I'm like, nigga, he didn't have to back out. I wouldn't even take it because they wasn't willing to pay me. So they went up from 5,000 to 10,000 to be with Boosie. No.
Okay, which is not a lot of money. So Boosie made a video saying that he's not part of this and so forth.
Hey, New York City, I won't be at Wildin' Out on the 28th. These motherfuckers trying to put Charleston White on the show. They playing all kind of games. Motherfuckers trying to send me to jail, man. So I won't be in New York, so that's what it is.
Yeah, but they never told him I'm not doing it. They were still trying to put it together.
Okay.
But by that time, I'd already said, nah, homie, I don't know. I'd already made a video saying, man, I ain't doing that shit, homie. So they had Fabulous. They had a bunch of people on there. So when me and Boosie quit, all them people went away.
Huh.
So when I was looking at the lineup, I said, man, something ain't right about this. And they pitting it as if it's me and Boosie gonna be going against each other. I didn't like the promotional part for what they're trying to pay me to do it. So nah, I'm not interested. So I turned it down. Cause I know Boosie ain't taking T.
No.
Me and Boosie done turned down at least $1 million or more to do something with me. So I know.
Wait.
Aiden Ross and them offered that nigga a bag.
Not $1 million.
Yeah.
No.
Several people.
No.
Several people.
No.
Several people.
I'm not buying it.
Several people. Several people.
Let me see if I can get Aiden Ross on the phone.
Several people. If Boosie getting 100,000 for shows, what you think they got to come with him to get in the ring with me? I'm telling you for a fact, they had offered that man millions to do something with me. And he turned it down on 2 different occasions. So for me to get on stage with him for $10,000 at the Barclays, yeah, they got me fucked up. Nah, I'm out. So now I never agreed to do it. Yeah, I know you don't think we worth that.
He hit me back. Well, he said with his family right now. That's why he can't do a FaceTime.
Yeah, I know you don't think we worth that.
Okay, wait, hold on. I'm not saying that. Okay, so number one, remember you and Boosie were supposed to be on Aiden's stream at one point. And I think he offered Boosie like, I don't know, $20K or something like that.
I don't know nothing about that.
And he backed out when they said that, you know, they want you to be with him on the stream.
Yeah,
right?
I don't know nothing about that.
Okay,
that was him and Aiden.
Right. It was like $20K or something like that, right? But you're talking about a boxing match? Okay, that's different. I thought you meant just to be on stream together or whatever else, or just, you know, argue or whatever.
A boxing match.
A boxing match. Okay, maybe that.
Yeah, a boxing several times. Yeah,
so they offered him $1 million.
I don't know, listen.
How much did you get offered?
They offered me a nice bag. For me to even
Can you say how much?
For me to even fight anybody like Boosie, gonna have to be $1 million or $2 million.
$1 million.
At least $1 million or $2 million. Wow, the whole world go watch.
Right.
You think I'm gonna take crumbs? I know I done played this up for this. If they give me 6 figures to fight an island boy, what you think they gonna give me to fight Boosie? Shh, man.
Hold on. We're texting right now. He's with his family. He's like, yo, he said, by the way, send my love to Charleston. You know what I mean?
He's been spending a lot of time with family, man. This shit, when you get this kind of money.
Here we go. He said, this is true.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Vlad. So I thought they were bullshitting on me when I said, man, you serious?
He said, not exactly $1 million. Hold on. There's more. He's texting right now.
So when they came to me with it, nigga, I thought they were bullshitting.
But he was offered a very big amount.
See, I hate for y'all to do me like this, because 8 of them don't want these numbers out there. Why? Because everybody else, man, when you paying it, so let me just
Like
say
what's happened to me?
same thing. Me and Blueface, homie, you cannot expect me to fight and not get close to $1 million when I'm blind.
Yeah, you know what's funny is Adam reached out to me like a few days ago, and I guess the brand risk wants me to box him. And
I can see you get but
I said I'm good. I said I'm cool. I'm good.
One thing I done found about you.
I turned it down.
You like a fly nigga. Yeah, you like a fly nigga, so you ain't finna get dirty. You ain't finna get no cuts on your eye. You ain't finna get a twisted nose where you gotta go get your nose done.
Man,
and you half-ass think you handsome, so you ain't finna get in the ring.
I'm 53, man. I just had my birthday. Adam, I think, is like 43.
Yeah, he's 10 years younger.
He's 10 years younger. He's taller than me. He's a bit bigger. Now, I mean, he can't fight that great.
And he's full of peptides,
based on what I've seen. But I'm still taking a risk of getting hurt. And to me, they're not going to offer me the type of money that's going to make sense. No. I'm not going to get $1 million for boxing Adam. I might get maybe a couple $100,000. And that to me doesn't really change anything in my life. So I'm not going to do it.
I did it. For one, it was challenging. And it was minimal risk. Other than, nigga, I could lose my eyesight forever off a nick of a glove.
By the way, so Aiden said, Charleston White doesn't lie. He was about it and still is. I can vouch. If Boosie said yes tomorrow, Charleston is still in.
It'll be hard to take swing at Boosie. I would do it, but it would be hard to do it.
Why?
It's still a level of admiration for him.
Fair enough.
Yeah, no matter how much nigga flick, still a level of admiration for him. When this song come on, nigga, yeah. I hate we got to see Boosie this much. I loved him when he had the mystique. Yeah. But what you starting to see is nigga, normal loving guy. Yeah, he come off as a normal loving guy. So, it humanizes him.
Yeah.
He's been humanized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I had Honeycomb Brazy on my show recently.
Yeah, I see that shit.
And he threatened to slap you in the interview.
If I see Charleston White, I'm gonna slap his head out type of shit. Like, the world supposed to know that. This is when the world supposed to know, like, it don't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, if Brazy ever see Charleston White, his head is slapped way over that way. There's some we're supposed to know, bro. Like, it's me, this Brazy.
And the two of you went back and forth. He said, you said that you'll shoot Honeycomb.
Yeah.
And you called him.
Yeah. He said, I heard him say,
you said he needs to go back to prison. And you also said he still hasn't gotten revenge for your grandma.
Yeah.
For his grandma, that is.
Yeah, he talking about slapping me, but he was in jail with the kill his grandmama and granddaddy. Everybody say what they go do to me till they see me. And it don't be that easy. Well, I think to myself, well, here's a guy from Alabama, convicted fella. Say he gonna slap me. Physical contact. In Texas, I get to use weapons against like you for making those threats. You know what you got to do to slap a grown man? You got to be willing to die. Literally. Yeah, to slap another grown man unless he just go take it. It's been proven that I ain't gonna take nothing from none of you. You got to give it to me. And when you give it to me, I got a response. So he don't factor in my response. I heard him say, well, man, all the jails and police know they say his medical records say his mental health records say he go to jail, he might rub feces on his face. He might rah. My mental health medical records say I'm in by ideation and preparation with a marijuana psychosis. So I practice going to the range. I practice if you hit me, what I'm gonna do. And I practice kind of shit like fire drill. and I'm tactical. So if you go slap me for what I said, be willing to die. Well, I know you ain't willing to die because you ain't died about your grandmama and your granddaddy yet. And them in jail where you keep going back to. We ain't heard about you going to jail, staying in jail when it's time to get out.
I don't think that a prison would put you in the same vicinity as someone who killed
I know
your
for a fact they will. I know for a fact. I know a guy by the name of DJ.
I know mistakes get made sometimes.
No. You can't hide it. You can't. They don't separate y'all. They don't say, "Hey, he killed his brother. Ops run into each other. You killed my daughter. Y'all run it." They don't do that in prison.
Okay.
You're gonna run. So now you're gonna run into something. So how you bad online every day? This what about these. They be so tough about what they go do. You ain't done nothing to them talking about fighting you. And they're around the corner. So you want me to believe when you see me, you got the same intensity and animosity that you had 4 months ago when I hurt your feelings. You're gonna be a little docile when you see me. I'm always on defense. Yeah, whenever you see me, I'm always on defense. I'm never lackluster on defense. So I know he was just talking just to be talking. He got a contract he can't even get out of and barely making money. It just make good for internet conversation. But yeah, I don't take him seriously. Yeah, I went to Houston right after that, hoping I can run into that, doing the Chud the Builder.
Shout out to Honeycomb Brazy, man.
Yeah.
Really dope artist, by the way. I really got to get
no,
him
he
too.
ain't. No,
No, he's dope. No, he dope.
Yeah, that song that was stupid in the month. Man, he ain't made a hit song yet.
Listen to New Body by Honeycomb Brazy, one of my favorite songs.
Boy, now that's a rapping motherfucker.
But that's 2 times cool.
I used to f with Brazy when I thought he was a real street. He ain't a real street. And it's a med baby. Boy been on medicine since he was a little bitty boy. He been hurting family members. If you listen to him tell his story, he been jumping on his auntie and his uncle and his cousin them. He ain't got no cross town. So I know what kind of nigga that is. That's the jailhouse baby. The video where he in jail. Before the rumbling started. That yelled to the top of his lungs trying to get the guards to come in there and break it up. That's a bunch of barking. Dangerous don't talk tough like him. They smile like gangster and blow it off. That's what scared me. Them kind of to let me know what he'll do to me. I'd call his bluff every day, all day. It's the motherfucker like Mob James and them that don't say too much. How you looking?
Oh, listen, when I look at my life, all the violent situations I've been in, when I've been violent with someone or someone has been violent with me, there was never any talking before it happened.
That who hit me in the barbershop didn't wake me up. What's up now? He pow! Hey, man. Wake up. What's up? It's so now, so when you give me a warning, I already, the bad motherfucker don't sound no alarm. They attack. So it made good for a couple of weeks for me and him to go back and forth, but he's not entertaining enough for me to just keep going back and forth with.
Well, you talked about Ray J. You talked about how he got knocked out recently. I was actually there in Vegas when it happened.
I thought Ray J was about to die, that's all. I thought Ray J was on the deathbed. What he doing in the ring?
I don't know. He got another boxing match with Orlando.
They just invited me for the fight. I got the call the other day to say, man, would you want to fight Ray J? Man, I ain't doing shit with Ray J. And I heard Ray J in the background say, man, I told you I won't do that. I hung up. I ain't doing nothing with no nigga just gave a description of what a manhole feel like with a cavity in it.
What?
They know what I'm talking about. Ray J just gave a whole description about he was with a man that was a woman.
Oh yeah, he built a trans.
Yeah, and he went in the hole and it was a cavity in there. So he gave that whole description. And I'm saying, man, nigga, Ray J, we used to love you, nigga. You was a hell of a nigga during the Ray J love shit. Man, you done fucked out, man. God, you don't come to this.
Well, he's supposed to fight Orlando Brown now.
I turned it down.
They had the weigh-in, Orlando hit him in the face with like a money stack.
They called me. They said, hey man, would you fight Ray J?
So how much did you get offered for fighting Ray J?
Minimally 6 figures.
Okay, so like 100,000.
150.
150.
With another sponsorship, 50 to 100.
So 200.
Yeah.
200, 250.
Yeah, 3 rounds. Yeah.
Okay.
But because I'm loyal to brand risk, I won't fight nowhere outside of brand risk.
Okay.
Yeah, no. So I can't. Yeah, I ain't doing nephew like that. So I turned it down. For one, y'all ain't gonna take care of me like him. Y'all want me to do this in 2 to 3 weeks. That's a nigga just trying to go get some money. Nigga, I want to perform every time I get before the crowd. So I at least want to be in some kind of shape. And this is on Clarissa Shields' card. So how much?
It's a real fight.
It's a real fight, nigga. So how much entertaining can this shit be with Ray J in Orlando?
Right. Yeah, listen, I stopped doing interviews with Orlando because I realized he actually is mentally disabled.
Yeah.
Like, it's not an act.
It's not an act.
Off camera, he's still like that.
I told people, I said, homie, I thought it was an act. But when the cameras went off and he never came out of character.
I think the first interview he did, it was with someone else. It was one of my other interviewers. And it went viral, whatever. I said, okay, let me do the interview myself next. So I sat down with him. And this was like maybe 10 years ago. And after that, I said, I'm done.
Man,
I'm not doing it anymore.
Say, man, if some media outlets was really just doing him wrong. Man, they being, man, 300, 400, 500. Man, yeah, man, they knowing, and he's showing up loaded out the Uber. So I'm saying, yeah, nah.
Yeah, no, he looked messed up, man. When I saw him and he had this real raggedy crew with him, I just said, man, I'm done. I'm not. I feel like I'm taking advantage of him by doing more interviews.
Thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought.
But there's always going to be an outlet that's going to do it. Just like people still interview Jaguar Wright and whatever else, and you know.
But you know, brand risk is moving to be the next sporting event for this age group, right? Or this time and space. I don't want to taint my brand trying to box up. Nah, man, I hope, but nah, I ain't fight nobody but just on brand risk. So I turned it down, and then I said, nigga, me and Ray J out of weight class. Ray J 2-something.
Hey, he got big.
Big in a motherfucker.
Yeah,
nigga, I'm 130. He 2-something. We out the weight class. What y'all want to see? Y'all want to see a fight or an embarrassment? I think both. They're satisfied with destruction. And I want to entertain. Yeah,
well, okay, so his last fight, he weighed in at 184 pounds.
Gee, he looks 200 now.
It's about 50 pounds more than you, so yeah. It's definitely a different weight class.
Well, he went and laid in the hospital for a week or two.
Right.
He back on stream, drinking and eating. So he probably packed on those 10, 15 pounds.
Right.
But people forget, I am legally blind. So I can't just get in your boxing ring. You have to go get an insurance policy to insure this particular fighter. And if you're in any boxing commission state, the boxing commission go come in and say, hey, no doctor's gonna prove this. So we have to be real strategic in putting me in the ring. Only people I know that's gonna do that and meet the rules and the obligations and the regulations for a blind fighter to fight, it have to have a script. It can't be, a
real fight.
It can't be a real fight.
But you've had how many fights so far?
One.
The Island Boys guy?
Yeah.
That's it.
I got disqualified from the first one for Mason the guy at the way.
Mason the guy, yeah.
Yeah, people,
how many people have you maced in your life?
Over a dozen.
You know what's funny is that I've been carrying mace on me. Like, I literally, like.
You never know how important it is.
Like, literally, right here.
And this some bad shit.
Yeah, I got some real shit.
Yeah, just the police shit.
That's the police shit,
yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, the police.
But literally, I've been carrying it around since like maybe 2000, like for a good maybe 20 years, 17 years, something like that. I've never maced anybody. I put my hand in my pocket at certain times, ready to possibly do it, but I've never actually maced anybody.
Well, this is what I do. I want to do it. That's wrong. I want to do it.
You want to do it.
That's why I would have to get in the shower and say, God, please don't let my heart be hardened toward my own people. Because I'm carrying guns at the time. I'm arguing with niggas online with guns, and I'm saying, man, I hate you bitch ass niggas. So I caught the aggravated assault. Weapons. Right? A black man with a gun, part of me wanna shoot another nigga. Nigga, I can't wait to shoot one. Man, not the white man. Every black man with a gun is thinking how I'm thinking with the mace. I can't wait to shoot one of you whole ass nigga bother me. So I put that gun up. And I went and got non-lethal. Why? Even though I'm playing this character, at times I get mad in this character, and I'm still human. And if you approach me at the wrong time and I'm not the character, then things could go bad if I'm not a logically thinking man. So what I realize is, you can't control their approach to you, but you can control your response to them. So, number one, avoid. Try to walk away. Once I do those two things, try to avoid, then I'm ready to respond. And I can't wait to see how this mace go do you. See, I'm kind of excited to see how each person responds to the mace. So that's why I'm so quick to do it. So this is an honest concept that most people won't say they have. Most people with a gun is really itching, ready to use it. That's why they let you see the holster it. The guys don't want you to keep it concealed. You don't know he got it. But there are some guys that got it concealed, can't wait to catch you with this element of surprise and have an advantage. And stand your ground laws. That's why the stand your ground laws became so controversial. Because when you go to the classes like I did, CHL, license to carry, you hear people ask questions on how to kind of, hey, well, what about this? What about this? What about this? They're in classes trying to, oh man, okay. And they're giving you the scenarios. And so I learned from in class that there are some people waiting to pop you in your ass in the name of the law. So I stopped having road rage. Why? I done had a motherfucker shoot at me in road rage. Why? I'm reaching for my gun though. I'm in the back trying to reach for my gun. And they pow! Road rage. There are some people who are walking out of the house waiting for something to happen so they can do something to somebody. I was one of those people for a long time because I live my life on the internet. And every day I wake up on the internet, I'm arguing, I'm fighting, hateful, threats coming at you. When I got off the internet and started traveling, doing comedy shows and interviews, I realized that's where all the hate is online. Not in real life.
No.
Not in real life.
Not in real life.
So now I can move and not be a threat to other people, trying to protect myself and not live in fear.
Yeah, and here's the thing, right? Like, I'm friends with Taxstone. If Taxstone did not bring his gun with him, he'd be a big podcaster right now. He would have, taken a few lumps. It was 2 against 1. But the fact that he, pulled a gun out, and, from what I understand, he got pistol whipped first. I guess, one of them had a gun. They pulled out. They hit him in the head a bunch of times. If it was in Florida, might have gotten away with it. But it's in New York, felon, in possession of a firearm. He had shootings in the past. Troy Ave got on the stand and told.
From the history,
someone died. It was in a New York Manhattan club where that's zero tolerated. And, worst possible situation, 35 years. Man, listen, I'll take pepper spray with me, and I own guns, but I'm always thinking when it comes to the gun, if I pull it out, I'm going to try to kill you. Like there's no point of me waving a gun around, because I feel like if I ever pull it out and I'm not planning on using it, if someone else has a gun, I'm dead.
Nobody is toting a gun to shoot you in the leg.
Right.
Nobody.
Right.
In everybody's mind, this machine is going to kill something when I pull it.
And that's why I'm very leery about bringing guns out my house, because look, even when I carry pepper spray and I get into it with someone over some bullshit, whatever, I'm thinking in the back of my mind, well, I got something that you don't have. And I'm a little bit more bold in the way I talk to the person, right? And, I understand things can escalate. I got pepper spray, they might have a gun. So it's a dangerous situation to be in, man. Look, you said Carmelo didn't say, touch me and see what happens. But if that was actually said, that was because he had something on him and he felt a certain level of boldness. Now you saying it didn't happen, so I'm going to believe you say it didn't happen. But that's the way it's being presented in the courtroom, that he said, hey, go ahead and do something. I got a weapon. See what happens.
You're not.
And I understand it didn't happen, but I'm saying, but that's the way it's viewed by the courts and by the jury. And that helped to convict him and give him the 35 years.
This is what I had to realize. Now it's too late to be talking about it. Man, it's too late to be talking about it. Why? He had his due process.
Yeah.
He had his due process, man.
He didn't take the stand either.
That's what hurt us.
You think if he took the stand, it would have made a big difference?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have made a big difference. Having the school teachers, it would have made a big difference. People want to know why. If nothing else, why did you have the knife? Why did you bring this? So if nothing else, was it a knife? They want to know from the person that done it.
Look, I interviewed Hurricane Chris, who killed somebody in self-defense. And I remember I talked to him. I said, you took the stand. What did your lawyer say about you taking the stand? And he said, I did not care what my lawyer had to say about me taking the stand. That is my life on the line. I'm in Louisiana facing life in prison. I'm not going to leave it to any other person's hands. I took the stand and I explained what happened and I was found not guilty. Was there a discussion with you and your lawyer about you taking the stand or not?
Oh no, I knew I was gonna talk from day one. It was never a thought in my mind of silencing me. This is my life. I know exactly what happened. So I feel like the jury looking at it like, if you don't say nothing, then you basically hiding behind your lawyers. An innocent person, it's hard to make them be quiet because you know you ain't did shit.
Imagine getting in trouble and you've never been in trouble before. His dad got in trouble when he was a teenager in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. This is a law-abiding family, mother and father, working hard. Man, so imagine getting in trouble and not knowing what to do. And somebody show up at your door, we got you, brother. And they go race on you. So for at least a week or two, you don't have criminal lawyers. You're out doing press conference with a murder, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it turned everybody against an outside family who got played on. So imagine, so this is in Collin County, the Black Lives Matter group come out of Dallas County and embarge upon Collin County with the racist talk. And I said, nah, I can't do this. The family didn't know, man. The daddy told me, man, if my son really done this, I got other kids to do. Man, I wouldn't be spending all this. Even a police officer whispered in the man's ear, man, listen, I'm just gonna say this. Every adult who was involved in this arrest, if you look at from the beginning, felt compassion for this kid. Everybody had tears in their eyes, homie. This is not the kid that does this.
Yeah.
So, man, God bless the child that can hold his own. I don't believe no one should not have no consequence for taking someone's life. I don't believe you should be able to just kill somebody and walk away. But at least this was a negligent homicide or involuntary manslaughter because this kid had no intent of hurting and killing nobody. It was an impulsive decision made illogically out of fear. Fight or flight. The kid took flight. And in the process of taking flight, jugged a compass tool upward. That's why it penetrated. But if you look at the autopsy report, there's two elements that's in the findings. So this is not to justify anything. Because one of my main existence online have always been to advocate for the victims. So that's why when I heard Jeff Metcalf interview, I couldn't be mad at him. Why? I went against his son, defending Karmelo for a whole year straight, and he couldn't say nothing. He couldn't say nothing. And in so many aspects of respect, That's why I made these shirts. I couldn't have dare thought of watermelon felon. My mind ain't that racist. But it's a hell of a turn. And I thought it would pay homage to him. And if you don't think Metcalf and his friends ain't trying to get them some of these goddamn shirts to wear, checkmate.
That's how we're going to end it. Charleston White. Till next time.
I thank you, Vlad. Happy belated birthday, man.
Thank
and
you.
I just want to tell y'all something. Y'all forgot about Carl Kanai. Vlad put him back on Front Street, man. Bring Carl Kanai back out here for it, baby.
Yeah.
Bring Carl Kanai back out here.
Shout
Y'all
out to
forgot
Carl
about
Kanai.
the great clothes designer, man.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right.
Wrong for FUBU, y'all. We had Carl Kanai. We out.
We out.